Jim Carrey has been dropping hints for years, and it's finally time we pay attention. One of the strangest and funniest moments of his career happened on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and what seemed like a simple comedy bit, I think Carrey was sneaking in a secret message, carefully disguised as jokes. And Jimmy's jaw-dropping reaction, that's just the tip of the iceberg. This isn't just about one late-night clip, it's about a lifetime spent navigating the glittering, chaotic, and often misleading world of Hollywood. Let's rewind to the moment that had everyone talking.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right?
Jimmy goes from laughing to visibly unsettled in seconds. You can almost see him thinking, wait, what did he just imply? Carrey wasn't signaling a secret society or a conspiracy theory. He was pointing at something far subtler, far more uncomfortable, the way Hollywood dazzles and distracts, keeping audiences entertained while the real issues simmer behind the curtain. On that couch, Carrey almost shrugged and said, look, hosts like Kimmel are part of the spectacle. They dazzle you while the real story slips out the back. Imagine the Colosseum as Rome burned. Today, the glowing TV screen hypnotizes, selling narratives while the important stuff smolders unnoticed. And notice how he said it not with anger, but with comedy. That perfect mix of timing and absurdity that slides past your defenses. That's Carrey's genius. He uses humor as a Trojan horse, delivering something much bigger than a joke.
I'm tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
I like it. It is a scraping.
It's the symbol of the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? Like, for years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on.
Carrey's journey. This evolution isn't surprising. The once wild comic, known for overthought antics and unforgettable expressions, has become quieter, more reflective. He's not just performing, he's asking questions, big ones, about the meaning of life, fame, and the world around him. Carrey has spent decades at the center of Hollywood, seeing its glitz and its machinery up close. He knows the noise, the distractions, the spectacle that keeps us hooked, and he's not afraid to call it out. As he once said, I wish everybody could get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it's not the answer. That's more than just commentary on fame. It's a warning. It's a nudge to look past the entertainment, past the glittering surface, and see the machinery beneath.
Fauci said that if hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy. The poison control centers have seen this spike in calls from people taking this livestock medicine to fight the coronavirus, but they won't take the vaccine, which is crazy. It's like if you're a vegan and you're just like, no, I don't want a hamburger. Give me that can of Alpo. And
this isn't really about Jimmy Kimmel personally, though he's a part of it. Kimmel is one of many players in a system, a media machine shaped by unseen powers. A network of influence guiding what millions of people see, hear, and believe. Late-night comedy has morphed into something darker. Ideology wrapped in punchlines, propaganda dressed as monologues, and commentary camouflaged as harmless jokes. From pandemic messaging to global conflicts to the most divisive cultural debates, the formula stays the same. Toe the line, push the narrative, and package it as compassion or comedy. And while audiences cheer, few stop to question what's happening behind the smiles. Carrey wants us to notice. He's pointing at the illusion, the subtle manipulations hidden in plain sight, and he's doing it in a way that only he could through comedy, timing, and that unmistakable Carrey charm.
3 judges he appointed to the Supreme Court take this case and rule against him. He is going to blow a whale-sized windmill out of his. I mean, it might actually. This could be it. Sometimes I wonder, once Trump is been gone and buried on the 18th hole of one of his golf courses. Will things get better, or will we have a whole new crop of MAGA brains to deal with?
That's dramatic. Watch this. A few years ago, Kimmel made a jaw-dropping remark that would have ruined almost anyone else's career, yet the audience applauded. That's the power of the system. Kimmel leans into his position, firmly on one side of the political divide, mocking the other without hesitation. The headlines and viral clips roll in, but respect. Carrey isn't handing it out. The difference is obvious. One man operates within the system, shielded and untouchable. The other, Carrey, observes it, questions it, and dares to point it out, often
and looked out at the ocean, and at that point I started going, okay, well, what can I do with this last moment of time? And I just decided to go through a list of gratitudes, and honest to God, I could not stop thinking of wonderful things that have happened to me and blessings that I've had. So it was lovely. It was lovely, and I got to a point of grace, but about 2 minutes to spare when I found out it wasn't actually happening. And all I was planning to do was close my eyes and be thankful, because it's been a good ride.
And here's where it gets truly fascinating. Kimmel's ability to skirt controversy isn't just luck, it's privilege. He belongs to a rarefied media class that operates with an invisible safety net, shielded from the backlash that would crush anyone else in the same position. It's a system designed to protect those who already have power, allowing them to navigate the most provocative remarks or divisive topics with almost zero consequence. And it's exactly this kind of shield, this invisible armor, that makes Carrey pause, observe, and raise an eyebrow. Why do some figures get a free pass while others are relentlessly torn apart for the exact same move? Perhaps it's because when you're performing for the emperor, when you're part of the elite circle, the circus is always welcome. It keeps the audience distracted, entertained, and mesmerized, while the empire quietly pulls the strings behind the scenes. Carrey packages this wake-up call inside humor, exaggeration, and his trademark slapstick, delivering it with such precision that it feels effortless. But that's the brilliance of it. The message slips past the defenses of the audience while quietly planting a seed of awareness. It's not just comedy, it's subversion. He's daring us to see behind the curtain, to question the spectacle, to recognize the choreography behind the applause and the flashing lights. Every gesture, every exaggerated grimace, every perfectly timed pause is part of a larger lesson. The show isn't always what it seems, and those who control the narrative often remain invisible. And if we really pay attention, if we let ourselves be truly present in the moment, we might begin to notice something remarkable. We might see that the loudest stories aren't always the most meaningful, that the headlines crafted to grab our attention are often distractions from the real events unfolding just beyond our gaze. We might realize that the glittering illusions Hollywood sells us, the glamour, the drama, the outrage, are designed to seduce and hypnotize, pulling our focus away from the things that matter. And in that space between laughter and reflection, Carrey dares us to awaken, to question, and to start seeing the world not as a staged spectacle but as something raw, fragile, and far more consequential than any late